What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy ETGJ, man. We here with another shot, man. Another shot at the rim, man. We at the rim with it. Man, we coming to y'all with a new video, man. We got Gunna is embarrassing these rappers, man. Y'all tell me, is it true? I mean, we coming with y'all with some real heat, man. This is the beginning of this channel, the beginning of this platform. So man, we're gonna be coming with back to back heat, man. Like I said, ETGJ, everything to gain, nothing to lose. This probably my first video. So if you watching, this might be the first video I'm posting. So man, show some love, comment, subscribe, like the video, man. Get us in the algorithm. Get this channel rolling, man. Let's get it going, man. Because I'm bringing y'all everything y'all need as far as culture, music, business, wealth, sports. We talking about everything because it's everything in the game. We talking about everything that's going on in the world around us, man. So let's get to it. I ain't gonna take too much of y'all time. I know y'all got to go out, get some money. Y'all got things to do. So don't let me hold y'all up. Let's jump right into it.
Who's embarrassing these rappers? That's right. Wanna. Now, Gunna, Wanna, whatever you want to call him. It's definitely not been a while since we last spoke about Gunna. He's been the man of a lot of conversations we've had recently. Gunna is, of course, a 30-year-old rapper out of Atlanta who's honestly doing what a lot of people thought he couldn't do. He was locked up for 7 months after getting arrested for the YSL RICO indictment, which took down close to 30 alleged gang members. Young Thug being pointed out as the head honcho. Thug is still behind bars. Gunna recently dropped his album A Gift and a Curse. It's been doing phenomenal. People are loving it. Everyone said that Gunna would come out and not have any.
Y'all tell me, man, is that one of the top rap albums of the year? I know Killer Mike, he out of Atlanta. His album really dope. Check him out. Killer Mike dropped the album. Um, I want to say Thug dropped his album not too long after Gunna. You know, it's it's, it's pretty dope too. But that Gunna album, especially everybody thinking like, man, he ain't gonna rap no more. People thought he wasn't gonna rap no more. Like, man, he ain't got the streets backing him up no more. So tell me if Gunna without the streets, without the streets backing him up and that support, tell me, I feel like, bro, that album is one of the hardest albums out right now. Take away the street stuff, the court case, the Rico, that album hard. Like, if we just being honest, and he could probably got the top song of the summer right now. Like fuck you mean? That's I think if you know what you mean. So let's get back in it.
fans because he took a plea deal. Everyone said that Gunna would come out and be blackballed from the rap industry. We don't mess with rats, they said. We don't mess with the guy who threw the same man who brought him up under the bus, they said, which he didn't really do because he took a plea deal where he entered a guilty plea in court, but at the same time was able to maintain his innocence, and there's no proof that any of his statements are being used in the conviction of YSL. Let's talk about What You Mean. Yeah, a great record, which is doing amazing. If you guys are not aware of what's going on, this song is currently outstreaming and outpacing Young Thug's entire project. Crazy. Now, Gunna's record, Fuck You Mean, is currently number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100. It's already accumulated over 60 million streams on Spotify, is getting millions of.
I already skipped because I'm like, bro, please don't play that video on my. Please don't play that song, man. Get copyrighted, dude. Like for real.
Streams on the daily. I've been streaming the hell out of that record. So much to the point that he is in fact outstreaming the head honcho himself, Thugger. Gunna's album, if you don't know, pushed 85K first week, great numbers, while Thug's album did a little more. 89K first week. Not surprised that Thugger managed to sell more. At the end of the day, it's Young Thug. Whether or not he's behind bars, the name still holds a lot of weight in the culture, and that's what it is. Currently, however, Gunna's album is outpacing not only Thugs, but every single rapper actually, except for Uzi, who's number 1. Gunna's album is currently at number 7 on the Billboard 200, beating out Taylor Swift, who's at number 8. Enjoy while it lasts, Gunna, because Taylor gonna start climbing. She's a different kind of monster. It is what it is.
I've been going to therapy. It really has helped me a lot with getting past all the jumbled together.
Believe it or not, a lot of people are actually not happy about this. Why? You guessed it. I don't even need to say it at this point. There's only one reason why they don't want to see one at the top. You already know, okay? It's been really interesting seeing people be so shaken up about this whole thing. It's almost like people have been so brainwashed into caring about all this stuff that has no effect on their life. But you know what? It kind of makes sense because being a contrarian to, the so-called snitches in hip hop has always been a thing. You don't work with the feds in any capacity, even if it involves innocent people and kids dying. What an honorable mindset to have, right? What a productive way to look at things. The rap industry was the same industry that blackballed a rapper by the name of Pop Hunter. You guys remember that story? If you don't, let me fill in the blanks really quick. Pop Hunter was that Philly rapper who was blowing up some time back, and as a 14-year-old boy, he testified in a case involving another kid
That get
brutally
crazy.
getting
That whole
gunned
story
down. The
crazy,
documents
really.
involving Pop Hunter's name
It's
leaked where he
crazy.
was seen testifying, and a bunch of grown men in hip hop came out and condemned this young man to the point where now you don't even hear his name. Now, mind you, he was 14 at the time and had witnessed a little kid getting his head blown off, and they somehow convinced a whole lot of brainwashed hip hop fans to castigate this man. For what? By helping his community become a better environment by aiding law enforcement and putting a killer behind bars? The Gunna situation is obviously different because at the end of the day, the boy Sergio
We gotta talk about that too. Like people that ain't got nothing to do with the streets, ain't never touched the street, ain't never touched a block, a cinder block, a Lego block, a wood toy block, got something to say and something to like pass judgment. Like just listen to the music. Like if the music good, like yo, listen, like what it ain't got nothing to the street part of it ain't got nothing to do with you. Especially bro, was no Pop Hunter. Yeah, I don't know all the details, but I know he basically, you know, gave some information to the police about somebody that killed someone in his community. And, I guess maybe was creating havoc in his community. Like, come on, bro. Like, and this is coming from somebody that ain't got nothing to do with the streets. I'm not no street dude. And but we real brainwashed, bro.
was affiliated to an alleged criminal organization that was involved in alleged murders. For that reason, I'm not going to sit here and say that Gunna is the best fucking guy out there. That would be hypocritical of me to say considering the circumstances. At the end of the day, Gunna was affiliated with YSL, which he no longer is, mind you, but he was affiliated to the network and guilty by association. I'm never going to praise Gunna for being such a good guy, but I also can't condemn him too harshly because he was arrested for his connection with the organization. He did his time and he distanced himself from the same life that got him caught up in the first place. Now he's a law abiding citizen in the free world, staying away from the BS, feeding his family, taking care of his people. So, who the fuck am I or anybody else to condemn this man for the current him? There's absolutely no reason to go off on him until he proves us otherwise. I look at this as an opportunity to give back to my community and educate young men and women that gangs and violence only lead to destruction. Gunna said. Did you know that one of the conditions of Gunna's release was he's going to have to do
I respect it.
350
I
hours
respect
of
it.
speaking to young men
I
and
respect it.
women about the hazards and immorality of gangs and gang violence? Can we please get a standing ovation for Gunna? Because the rap game is obviously not going to salute him for that. And does it really matter that this is conditional? Because some people are going to say that I already know. He's only going to do it because he has to. That might be true, but these 350 hours of him speaking out against gang violence, how the hell is that not a win? I mean, I don't even think you can argue against that. Gunna is influential. His words are going to have a positive impact, especially considering, the kind of artist that he is. They said a lot of things about Gunner, as the white news anchors like to say. They wanted this man to fail. For what reason? Well, in order to attempt at upholding him to some type of moral street code. That's an oxymoron because ain't no morals, ethics, or principles when it comes to gang members. But they wanted to hold Sergio Kitchens accountable.
Yeah, stop thinking there's morals in the streets, y'all. And I'm saying us too. Like we gotta stop thinking there's morals in this street game. When we see in this Rico case, everybody telling on everybody, some of the coldest killers telling on each other, telling on Thug. It's no morals in this. It's no high ground in this. The real ones is going to prison and doing time or dying, as they say. And the other ones, they on the outside looking in. So
to this non-existent street code. But all that, like we've seen in front of our eyes, holds no weight. All that talk rappers do about sticking to the code doesn't exist. A lot of the same guys condemning Gunna so strongly right now are the same guys who are gonna be, or probably are at the very moment, begging for a feature from him behind closed doors. They try to convince us to care, but why should we care? Why should we, as law-abiding citizens who pay our taxes, hopefully you do because they're gonna get you otherwise, and stay out of trouble, really care? The only people who should care and do care are the rappers who are making millions from the same image that they criticize Gunna for not staying consistent with. This is their job, so of course they're gonna try to convince us to get invested in it. Fuck you mean I'ma care? Yeah. So I say it's not cool to protect killers. What a controversial statement to make as someone who runs a hip hop platform. Y'all want to protect a bunch of trigger happy hotheads who wouldn't hesitate to put a bullet in you or your family. It don't make sense, it's backwards, but then again, to keep it at Garbanzo Bean, this entire conversation is backwards.
My name is Tyler Devereaux. I'm inviting you to attend my brand new 2-hour live masterclass. And I'm about to show
In hip hop, anything that involves making a statement is, however, considered snitching because the culture is backwards. I mean, you can help the police catch a killer who killed a kid, and they're gonna look at you and say, he's a snitch. At that point, to me at least, you're just as bad as the killer. Because what's gonna happen is that person is out in society, and then they're gonna kill more people, and probably, shit, maybe even someone you're related to. You get what I'm saying? Now, Gunna came out after he took an Alfred plea deal, which is essentially a way for someone to enter a guilty plea in a criminal court case, but at the same time, you're able to maintain your innocence. Gunna was able to make this happen with his legal team, and there's absolutely no proof that any of the statements he made are being used in the conviction of YSL. Now, he did corroborate what they already knew, which is that YSL is a gang, allegedly. Is that snitching? I say unless he pointed out specific crimes and filled in the blanks for the state, which there's no proof that he did. I don't call that snitching. Also, another reason why I think Gunna was able to make this happen in the first place is because what he actually got arrested for in comparison to the rest of the criminal network wasn't really that bad, meaning they charged Gunna with 1 count of racketeering, and this was a 56 count indictment. Now, what was the 1 count for? Well, they allegedly caught him receiving some type of stolen property, and he was also in possession of drugs, including methamphetamine, marijuana, and hydrocodone, with the intent to distribute. Also, another thing is a traffic stop that involved both Thug and Gunna and their vehicles, where they
I don't think Gunna was doing MILF. I don't think Gunna wasn't doing no MILF, bro. Like that might have been like some Adderall or something. You know what I mean?
were close to being followed by 4 people armed with AK-47s with 30-round mags. These were all things that were used against Gunna to serve as proof by the state that he was in fact affiliated to this alleged criminal network that is YSL. So they connected Gunna to it, unleashed this indictment on YSL, and then picked him up for this in court. In the end, however, he was able to get out, and here we are today. Gunna currently has one of the hottest rap songs in the rap industry. And yeah, he's definitely embarrassing a lot of these rappers out here. Let's just say that. Anyway, do me a favor and like the video if you want to show some appreciation for all the hard work that I'm putting in, that is. Not me trying to shame you for not liking the video. I appreciate you for listening.
But hey, that's the video right there, man. Shout out to Blackie Speaks. He got 1 million subscribers. Oh, hey, yeah, he been putting out videos like this for a minute. So man, I done seen a couple in the past. He be doing this thing. So go check him out, man. Check us out, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that comment button. And y'all tell me what y'all think on Gunna. You know, is he a snitch? Is he not a snitch? Is the album hard? Is that single hard? Tell me what y'all think, man. And put down some videos, you know, comment some videos y'all want me to check out in the future. But until then, man, y'all take it easy, man. ETGJ, everything to gain, nothing to lose. And I'll be back.